What's on YouTube? It's PTT back at it with another Destiny 2 video. Today guys, we look at yet another legendary weapon review, and today's video focuses on the Vanguard Scout Rifle, the Nameless Midnight. Now before we jump too far into the video, I think it's a good idea as always to run through the perk tree first, so without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. First up, we have Precision Frame. This weapon's recoil pattern is more predictably vertically. Then we have the Red Dot 2 MOA, the Red Dot 2 Micro, and the Rifle Scope SSF. These are the various scopes that come on this weapon, and they are two different short zoom scopes and one long range zoom. Then we have Flared Magwell, optimised for faster reloading. We have Steady Rounds, this magazine is optimised for recoil control, and we have Explosive Payload. Projectiles create an area of effect detonation on impact. So yeah, that's the perk tree for this scout rifle guys, and straight off the bat I think you're all going to agree that the standout perk here is that Explosive Payload perk. In PvE, this makes for a very high damage output weapon, and in PvP can very easily, in certain situations and or game modes, result in multi-kills, as the area of effect detonation would also damage like other nearby guardians. Now then guys, what I want to do here is actually take a moment to go through some of the numbers on this weapon, and I have to give a special thanks to the guys over at Massive Breakdown for providing all of the details on every weapon in game in a very helpful spreadsheet format, because it really does make the difference when being able to compare weapons and determine their effectiveness of that said weapon in both PvP and a PvE environment. So up first, let's talk impact. The Nameless Midnight is rocking in with a 62 impact bar, and versus other scout rifles in game, that is actually exceptionally good. Currently there are only 3 scout rifles in game with a marginally higher impact score, and they are the Frontier Justice, the Sentencer, and the Does Not Compute. These 3 scout rifles come in with 67 on the impact rating, so like I said, very marginal difference there. There is, however, a very big difference in the Nameless Midnight's rate of fire compared to those higher damaging scouts. See, Nameless Midnight sports 180 fire rate, whereas the 3 higher damaging scouts we mentioned earlier only come in at 150. And I'm sure you can all do the math that with that much of a difference in the fire rate, then the few numbers difference on the impact are actually made up by the fact you can fire a tad faster. Now when it comes to the Crucible and time to kill, the Nameless Midnight can kill in 6 body shots and or 3 crit shots and 2 body shots, giving this weapon an optimal time to kill of just 1.33 seconds. Now when compared to let's say the Mida Multi-Tool, then that is very good, and one of the weapons that will outshoot it very easily. See, the Mida takes 4 crit shots and 1 body shot to kill and or 7 body shots. So yeah, I personally absolutely love this thing in the Crucible. I mean, my entire first 2 weeks, like last week, this week of trials, I've run this along with my Uriel's Gift and or the Prosecutor, and very rarely was I actually shot, and when I was, 9 times out of 10, it was normally due to me simply being out of position and or being team body shotted by a bunch of Midas. So yeah, I think if you're looking for a great PvP scout, then you really can't go far wrong guys, okay? This scout rifle is absolutely amazing, but I would also recommend the Call to Serve, which is again a very nice PvP scout. Now, in PvE, this thing really does melt. The Explosive Payload is great for boss damage and for ad control. The stability means it fires like a laser beam, and landing those precision shots is very easy, and of course the more precision damage you can do, the quicker you will kill things. Now it's also worth noting that with the Explosive Payload that the range drop off isn't that bad either on this weapon, so that's really cool. It can be used at a very long range just as effectively at the closer and medium ranges. As far as the other stats go on this weapon guys, we have a 16 round magazine, so that stacks up about the same across the board, with about 90% of all other scout rifles being the same in game. We have one of the highest aim assist numbers with this weapon at 62, and when compared with other legendary scouts, this is very good, and only really gets beaten by a few of the exotics like Mida and Skyburner's Oath. And yeah, that guys is about going to wrap up the video. Before I actually finish though, I just want to weigh in my personal opinion, and that is that the Nameless Midnight is absolutely incredible. As I said before, in PvP I absolutely love this thing and very easily outshoot other scouts 1v1. In PvE this thing is an absolute beast and just melts through AI. When I'm not using my better devils up close, then this is my go-to weapon in strikes, in the raid, in the nightfall, in trials. It just doesn't matter where you use this weapon because of just how blooming good it is. Now I recommend, if you don't have one of these guys, go get some strikes grinded out, get those tokens, rank up Zavala, and then cross your fingers and hope that RNG will bless you with what is, in my opinion, at least the best legendary scout rifle in the game right now, okay? And it is only narrowly narrowly the best in the game. Well, actually, no, I say that it is by far the best in the game, but narrowly behind that is the Call to Serve. That is the scout rifle that you can get from European Dead Zone with triple tap. Again, very, very good in PvE and also good in PvP. And that, guys, is going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, drop a thumbs up. Let me know any comments you have in the section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new for daily Destiny videos. But for now, Guardians, as always, thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, I'll catch you all soon.